Hi Cancer, welcome to your November read. I have a couple of different oracle decks today, but before we get to them, I'm going to do your Celtic cross spread. So we're starting with the Hierophant. Wow, he's appeared a few times, a powerful energy for the month. Crossed by the Seven of Wands, we have the Lovers at the bottom, amazing. The King of Wands in your recent past, the World in your crown, wow, the Tower in your near future. Okay, we're going to have to look at that one. That's intense. You have the King of Pentacles, beautiful. The Six of Wands, amazing. The Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords in your outcome. Okay, bottom of the deck. Wow, you have the Ace of Wands. You have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. You have the Page of Wands and the Ten of Cups in there. Amazing. You have a lot of fresh new energy this month. The universe is providing you with that magic wand to have a new adventure and move yourself towards your happy ever after. There's a lot of promise for you this month. That is really exciting. I love that Ace of Wands there. I feel like that's going to play a bit more of a role as we move through the read. But before we get there, let's have a look at these oracle cards. So the first oracle deck is the Starseed Oracle, and the card you have is Star Bathing, Light Body, Crystal Grid, Transmission, Activation. Whoa, that's some big energy. Okay, that's the highest level energy I've seen so far from that Starseed Oracle for these reads. That's, yeah, wow. So you're being elevated. That's why the universe is giving you that magic wand, moving you towards your happy ever after, but it's actually really lifting you up. I feel like this is one of those leveling up periods of time. You're kind of going to be asked to really elevate yourself. And that makes sense with that Hierophant in the heart of your spread there. Okay, the other oracle deck I have is the Sacred Spirit Oracle. I love the back of these cards. It's so beautiful. Your card is Spirit Messages. Observe limitations. Observe limitations. Interesting message. That bird, though, and that Spirit Messages, that feels like it's asking you to, well, all through October, we were getting the message of being in the flow. That kind of feels like what it's asking you to do here. Get into the flow, tune into the messages being provided by Spirit, tune into the activations that are coming in, and lift yourself higher. I feel like the Observe Limitations message here is asking you to recognize where you're limiting yourself and elevate yourself higher, because the limitations we encounter tend to be what we put on ourselves at an energetic level. The people that come into our world that are limiting us, often they're a reflection of the energy that we're putting out. They're just coming in because they're resonating with that limiting energy. And so they're providing the opportunity for us to keep ourselves limited. So recognize where you are limiting yourself and try to lift yourself higher. Okay, there's a lot being asked of you this month, Cancer. You're really being asked to step up, but you have a lot of universal support, that magic wand and that sword in your outcome as well. Let's have a look at this main spread. We've got the King of Wands in your recent past. I feel like you've taken ownership of the direction of your life, where you want to go. There's a lot of creative energy around you, a lot of fire, a lot of passion, and I feel like you're feeling really optimistic about where you're heading. This is moving you straight into this Hierophant energy, and it's like you've earned your place on this throne. You've elevated yourself to this position, and now you're being asked to step up even higher. This Hierophant is a very spiritual energy. He's a spiritual authority. I always say he has the ear of God, and that's really connected with that star bathing energy, that activation, that transmission energy. The transmission is about receiving those messages from Spirit, which is exactly what your Spirit Oracle card was saying. And it's asking you to use this King of Wands energy to implement the messages that you're receiving, to create in your world these higher principles that you know exist. Wow, you're being asked to step up. There's something about this that's really asking you to not just view your world from a human perspective, from your own limited perspective, to not just focus on what's important to you and your immediate family, but to really view your life from a higher perspective and how you contribute to the universe as a whole, bringing in those higher principles in your life. And this isn't asking you to like start donating to charities or giving your time to political parties that you believe in. This is asking you to look at the subtle levels of energy transfer. How do you meet the world? Where are you directing your energy? That King of Wands. Are you focusing on the dramas and the catastrophes, on the things that make you angry and frustrated, or are you focusing on those things that can lift you and the people around you and the world at large? Are you focusing on love and joy and kindness and gratitude and forgiveness and compassion and all of those gentler, sweeter energies that actually feed our energy field? I'm getting very spiritual here, but you're getting a very spiritual read. I'm sorry. There's just this need. I'm feeling like with this Hierophant, you're being asked to really contribute to the energy field of the planet by connecting with your heart. You have 4 incredibly powerful major arcana in the heart of this read here. And I mean, in the crown of the read, you have the World, which is why I was getting so much of that energy from the Hierophant, that you need to think bigger here. You need to feel bigger. This isn't just about you being ambitious and finding a career that works for you and then moving up in that career and then falling in love and having a family and leaving a legacy. This isn't just about you here. This month is asking you to really go big, whatever way that means. It's got to work for you, but there's a spiritual calling here. So if this means connecting deeper with a religion, if you're religious, or if it means deepening your meditation practice, or connecting with a group or a path that resonates for you, there's a higher calling here. This month is asking you to really find what matters to you at a soul level, at a spirit level. Ooh, okay. I'm not sure if everyone's going to be enjoying this read, but this is what's coming through, Cancer. These are the cards that chose to come out for you. So if you can handle it, yeah, you're being asked to step up. I know you can handle it. Obviously you can handle it. That's why these cards have come out. But if you're not ready or willing to hear it, just know that this energy is around you and you might start feeling a pull towards something higher as the month goes on. It might just be a sense of feeling a bit dissatisfied with the ordinary everyday world that you're living in and feeling a pull to explore something a bit deeper. That's the energy that's coming in. And we'll get to that Tower in a minute because you might be forced into it if you don't step into it yourself. The 7 of Wands is in your challenge position. Interestingly, what I'm feeling with this card is that your defenses might start crumbling. I was just talking about the fact that some of you might not want to hear it. And I feel like what this is saying is if you're not willing or ready to explore a more spiritual purpose or a deeper meaning in your life, you might start finding that your defenses are crumbling, that you are against your will being drawn towards things that are spiritual. You might find that you spontaneously start astral projecting at night, or you start getting psychic visions or intuitive nudges or an emotional pull towards something that is seemingly completely out of your control. If that starts happening, don't freak out. This is the universe really pushing you towards a shift in the way you experience your life in the world. It's a really powerful time for you, Cancer. Holy cow. Really impressed with all of you right now. The Lover's at the bottom of the spread. This is a really beautiful energy. There's a few things happening with that in that position. You are being elevated, whether you're ready or not, you are being elevated. This is also letting you know that whatever's happening on the surface, you have angelic protection. The joy is coming in for you. The love is coming in for you. Whenever you start feeling uncertain or confused, reconnect back in with your heart. Follow the path of your heart. Follow the path of joy. And know, I can feel this powerful, beautiful, high-level energy, whether you call it angelic or kundalini or the love of God or Christ, whatever you call it, this energy is glowing in your heart right now. It's protecting you, it's holding you, and it's supporting you at a really deep level. This is in you already. It's below the surface, so it's already landed within you. It's not high above. We've got the world up there. That's you knowing your world is changing and asking you to start focusing more on the bigger picture. This Lovers card is already in you. That energy is already supporting you. So you're going to be fine. When this tower hits in your near future, you have this angelic support, this beautiful support below the surface, already deep within you, holding you, cradling you, ready to catch you when you fall. Now the tower, yeah, something is coming in. It can be quite disruptive. And I feel like if you're open and ready to embrace all of these things that are being asked of you by the universe, by your higher self right now, this tower is not going to be particularly upsetting for you. It's not going to be particularly disruptive. For those of you who are still resisting, if your defenses haven't crumbled, something's going to come in that's kind of going to shock you into this situation. Like I said, you might have something like you suddenly might be out of your body one night while you're asleep, and it might completely freak you out because you've never had an astral projection before. Or it could be you suddenly start seeing spirits, or something like that. It's something that's quite spiritual and that you've never encountered before, and it could just really throw you. Know that you're protected, you're being looked after. Anything that happens is meant to happen. The tower only comes in when you're ready for it and when it needs to happen. So if something really crazy in your spiritual life, so if something really crazy, seemingly supernatural starts happening within your world, ground yourself. That's why you've got the King of Pentacles in your advice. Ground yourself. Connect yourself to the material world. Let yourself feel a little bit more grounded and centered again in whatever way works for you, just because there's so much high energy and craziness going on. If you need to ground yourself, do whatever you need to do to feel connected in your body and connected with the material world. The other thing I would suggest, because you have the Hierophant in the heart of your spread, this is basically you leveling up, as we know. But if you're experiencing a bit of distress around whatever's going on, find someone you trust, and a spiritual authority, a church leader, a meditation leader, a guru, someone who's, authentically spiritual that you trust with your spiritual journey, that someone you can ask questions of that you won't feel judged by. You can even go online and get into like a forum or find someone, there's so many spiritual teachers out there that are amazing. The authentic ones I'm talking about, you've got Adyashanti, Eckhart Tolle, you've got the ones that have passed over who have great wisdom that you can still find on YouTube, like Nisargadatta Maharaj or Robert Adams. You've got the International Academy of Consciousness, who are amazing with like energy work and astral projection. There's so many resources out there. So if you don't have someone close to you, there's a lot available online. That's basically for the people who need a little bit of help grounding themselves if something crazy does happen and things feel a little bit chaotic. But you're going to be fine. Just ground yourself when you need to. Your external factors, the Six of Wands, that's fantastic. That's a sign of victory, success. You're going to have recognition. Whatever you're going to go through, whatever you're going through here, you're going to start being recognized by the people around you as someone who's achieved something pretty awesome. It might be scary for you when it's happening, or for some of you, I think you're going to be handling it fine. I don't feel like you're going to be overly concerned by whatever happens. But for the rest of you, it might feel a bit crazy, but the people around you are going to see this as an incredible victory. You're going to find your people through this. You're going to find the community that recognizes you and the things that you're going through, and they're going to support you and celebrate you. So celebrate yourself, celebrate all of the victories that you have, because people around you are going to see them as victories as well. You'll find your people, don't worry. It's coming to the surface with that Lovers. The Nine of Pentacles in your hopes and fears, you're just wanting some stability through this. You're wanting to ground yourself, and I feel like you might start getting worried that you're never going to find your stability. You will be fine. You've got everything you need. Just keep grounding yourself when you need to, and lean on the people around you, lean on the support networks that you have, and if the people around you aren't understanding what you're going through, I think a lot of you are going to find that the people you're closest with are going to be really excited by whatever you're dealing with, whatever exciting things are happening around you or within you. I feel like the people around you are actually, I think they're going to surprise you with how supportive they are. And if you're not feeling particularly supported by the people you already know, you're going to find your tribe, as I said. You're going to be fine. So don't worry, you will have this grounding and stability. You're going to be able to start integrating this more deeply into your life. As I said, the Ace of Swords in your outcome is another indication that you have this incredible support from the universe. And this is promising that by the time you get to the end of November, you are going to have a lot more clarity on what's happening and why. This is a gift from the universe that's piercing your crown chakra. So all of this stuff you're going through, it's like that Kundalini we're talking about. That snake is rising through your Sushumna and it's piercing your crown chakra, and you're going to have the vision and the insight and the clarity that you need to see what's happening and to know how to navigate it. You are going to be fine, Cancer. This is a really, really exciting month for you. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for you. Okay, I'm going to pull some clarifiers for you. I would like to pull on that Hierophant in the center. It's also sort of that Seven of Wands. I just want to see if there's anything more I need to tell you about all of these things that are coming in. It's pretty powerful. Okay. Right. We've got, the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So for some of you, it might feel like you're left out in the cold all alone with no idea what's going on. But that's just when it's sort of, it might be new and crazy. This is asking you to go within, to find the warmth and security and support within. That's what this Lovers is here for. It's in your heart. You've got support around you. It just might feel like you're all alone in this until you find your tribe, or until you find the person that you need to support you, or until you find your own inner balance. But you're going to be fine. I've got the Knight of Pentacles. Take your time with this. I'm getting two things here. If you need to plot your course through this and figure out every step that you're taking along the way, that's fine. But just know that the goal that you've set for yourself, the path that you've laid out for yourself, the map that you've drawn, it might not be the path that you follow ultimately. But if you need to do this to feel grounded, absolutely do that. That will help you. Just know that it may be that you need to draw a new map down the line because of that tower and because of what you're going through. But you do whatever you need to do to ground yourself. You're not alone in this. I promise you will find your way through. You've got the Three of Cups as well. Connect with your friends. This is another way to help you ground yourself. Basically, step out of this completely if you need to. Go and be social, go and have some fun, do something completely frivolous, play with your friends, go to the beach and enjoy the sunshine, have a night out or a day out with your friends and just be silly, play and have fun. That will help you ground yourself again. That will help you find your balance. The other message of the Three of Cups is the Three Fates. Sorry, the wild birds around here have been really loud lately. We've had a lot of storms, but they're also, I feel like they're coming in because things are shifting, things are changing, and they're singing along with the energy that's coming in. And your energy in particular is insane right now, Cancer. This is crazy. So yeah, you've got the Three Fates. So this is basically asking you to trust that the fates have you. It's kind of pulling in some of this Lover's energy for me. It's letting you know that you're not in this alone, and that even when you're feeling left out in the cold and you're just struggling really hard to map your path through this, the fates are dancing with you. They're dancing around you. And the more that you can surrender to this, to the flow, remember they're dancing. So you've got to just let go a little bit. You can have some structure so you can know the routine, but then you've got to kind of let go, surrender to the rhythm, surrender to the flow, play and dance through this, and you'll enjoy it so much more. I'm not going to pull on the Tower because we know what that is. I'm not even going to pull on the King of Pentacles. I feel like I want to pull on the Six of Wands. Just want to see if there's anything more I can let you know about the people around you that are supporting you. Let you know about your tribe that are coming in or that are stepping up if they're already part of your world, your circle. Let's see what we can get from this Ooh, oh my goodness, you got the world twice. Amazing. And you got this incredible high priestess energy. I love her in this deck. And I love her in all the decks, but particularly in this one. She's just very cool. So the world, yeah. What's happening with this world is, firstly, it's about a new cycle beginning for you. Obviously, we know that that's what's happening. Something brand new is beginning for you. I feel like what this is saying is that your world is both opening up and it's getting a little smaller. So the people that need to come in will come in, and the people that need to leave your life will leave your life. But ultimately, you're moving into the world that you're meant to live in. And it's a much higher, more spiritual world than you've probably ever experienced before. But what an amazing ride this is going to be. And the high priestess, trust your intuition with this. If people are coming and going, know that this is meant to be. And your intuition is going to be on fire this month. Obviously, this is connecting right into that spirit messages. Observe limitations. Recognize that your limitations are being broken and that the limitations in the people around you need to be respected. So if there are people that can't accept what's happening, if there are people that can't come with you on this journey, respect that, let them go. You can give them your love and your blessings, but if they're not ready to walk this path with you, then recognize that and let them go if they need to go. If they don't want to go, then they're going to feel the pressure to step up and come with you, to release their limitations. And if they really want to be with you, they will do that. You just need to ride this out as best you can. Celebrate the victories, let the people around you celebrate you. I feel like you're going to start getting really recognized for your powerful intuition, your insight, your vision, and your ability to influence the world in a really positive way. Wow. Cancer, this is incredible. You're going to have a really spiritual ride. You're going to have a lot of kind of ordinary stuff going on this month as well, like we all will. But this read is really focusing on the spiritual stuff that's going on. Obviously, these cards decided that that was the most important message for you to hear through me today. So if you're seeing this right now, it's obviously meant for you. You were brought to this read for a reason. And you are so ready to step up. Okay. We've got the Two of Swords. That's another message about trusting your intuition. With all this stuff that's going on, you might not be able to see where you're going and what you're aiming at, but you're trusting your intuition and you know that your arrow is going to fly straight. So really, really trust your intuition. Anytime you need to make a decision, especially with the people around you, you might not be able to see clearly where they need to go. They might not be able to see clearly where you're going. You just need to trust your intuition. You need to trust that vision, the fate, the universe, this golden Christ energy that's within you and supporting you. Trust that all of that is guiding you, that yes, your world is changing, but you're heading towards a path that you were destined to be on. Trust your intuition. This is incredible. Trust those spirit messages as well. Gosh, no wonder you got this card from the Starseed Oracle, the Star Bathing Light Body Crystal Grid Transmission Activation. You are really being powered up. Oh my goodness. When I first saw that, I was like, should I put that back and just select another card? Because that's really intense. But this read is telling me you were meant for that card right now. Right, the Ace of Swords, first card that flipped out, the Nine of Cups. That is all your wishes coming true. What that feels like to me is this is promising you that with all of the stuff that's going on and as disruptive and crazy as it might feel at times, your earthly world, your earthly life is going to be just as beautiful. Your wishes are being granted. You're going to get the clarity that you need with that Ace of Swords, and you're going to be able to see how to navigate this world. Okay, this Five of Cups flipped over twice. It was ready to come out. I didn't pull it out the first time because it came out with a few others. This is about processing grief, releasing it, letting it go, being in that flow state, allowing the grief to flow in and flow away, and recognizing that when it's time to let things go or let people go, like we were talking about with that Six of Wands, then it's time. It's time to let them go. Release them from your heart, because these are the Cups cards, and recognize that all these other beautiful wishes want to come in for you. They're still here for you. This is really bringing you back to earth. I feel like this is kind of bringing you back into what's happening in your ordinary life. There's all of these high spiritual energies coming in. By the time you get this clarity at the end of the month, you're going to see more clearly what parts of your life need to be released so that you can make space for all of these other beautiful cups, all of these other beautiful loves, these wishes to come in, because they will be what support you as you navigate this highly spiritual journey. Oh, here we go. The Eight of Cups. Oh, perfect. This is the step up from that Five of Cups. It's walking away from what no longer serves you. It's allowing that release, releasing the grief, releasing the people that are no longer a part of your life, or the situations that are no longer a part of your life. And it's bringing in this sense of freedom and opening you up to that intuition again. All the way through, you've had so many cards pointing to your intuition. There's spirit messages there. This is beautiful. This is letting you know that your emotional life, your ordinary life, is going to come into balance to meet that highly spiritual part of you that's stepping up and asking you to step up with it. The emotional part of your world is going to come into balance. It's going to free you up so that this higher version of you can come in and bring this Lover's card to the surface, to bring this really powerful version of you to the surface, so you can walk with freedom and joy and love. Right, bottom of the deck, the Star card dropped out, and then we have the Death card underneath that, and the Three of Pentacles. Wow. So this is another card about wishes. It's promising hope. It's letting you know that even with all this craziness, this elevation, your earthly life is going to bring in wishes and promises of hope, letting you know that you can lay the foundations for something really profound. There are some dramatic changes happening. You do need to release things to allow these wishes to come in. The Three of Pentacles is kind of bringing in that Knight of Pentacles. You can go slowly with this. You can start at the beginning. You don't need to have everything happen all at once. I just spotted that tower in under there as well. But things will go at the right pace. You can trust that you're not going to have everything collapse on you. You're not going to have everything change all at once. The dramatic changes that are coming in are meant to come in now, and you are ready for them. The universe is supporting you. You've got everything you need. You've got this magic wand. Treat this as an adventure. Trust that everything's going to work out. Okay, I was going to pull 3 final message cards for you. The Queen of Wands immediately flipped out. She's the one that holds this magic wand. She has a lot of magic, especially with that little black cat at her feet. She's got that sunflower there. It's reflective of the sun energy. There's a lot of joy available to you. There's a lot of magic available to you. The queens are also yin energy. They're very internally focused. She has all the courage and strength, inner strength and passion that she needs to navigate this craziness. So know that you're going to be fine. The Seven of Swords, that's an interesting energy. I feel like this is just asking you to be honest with yourself. No self-deception here. Whatever is happening internally, don't block it, don't resist it. The more you resist what's happening, the more that Tower energy is going to disrupt things and cause that chaos. It's going to be a little bit more dramatic for you if you try to resist. So be honest, be open with yourself. Justice, find your inner balance. Find your inner balance so the outer balance can come in. I feel like this is also letting you know that things are going to even out. It's not going to be as chaotic and crazy as it might feel. It feels like whatever chaos or craziness might happen spiritually, supernaturally, this is letting you know that things will balance out eventually. You will find your balance. You will feel more stable. And this justice, this is this higher level justice. So you're not going to balance out by lowering yourself. You're going to be really, really highly elevated. That Lover's card is going to lift you really high, and you're going to have a very high level spiritual balance that's going to echo into your lower energies. So your emotional balance, your energetic balance, your material world balance, all of that will come into play when this Justice card comes in. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Moon. Okay, you're going to be fine. You've got that star under there as well. This is a bit of a lack of clarity and confusion, and that makes a lot of sense with what you're going through. It's possible that some of you have watched this video and you have no idea what I'm talking about. That's fine. You may discover if that Tower comes in that something gets thrown into the mix that you never expected. that's when you can start tuning into that intuition again, trusting that hermit energy and that moon to light your path, or to seek the guidance from the people around you that you can trust, that Hierophant energy or that Six of Wands energy. But know that things will align, things will come into balance again with that justice. You need clarity on this. You need clear vision, clear thinking. So if you're starting to feel chaotic, ground yourself with that King of Pentacles energy and come at this from a space of clarity. I was going to say logic, but if you are having kind of crazy supernatural experiences, you might find logic a bit difficult. But trust me, there is a logic to all of this. So if you can get that clarity, you will find that you get the information that you need, and it might be more logical than you realize. Underneath that, you also have the Ten of Pentacles. Ground yourself, connect with your family and friends. All of that will support you through that confusion and chaos. This is a really intense time. You're going to be fine. You're going to find that balance. You're going to get the clarity and vision that you need. And when you come out the other side of this, you're going to have that freedom, obviously, that sense of emotional freedom. And I also feel like you're going to look back on this and go, wow, that was the start of an amazing, wonderful adventure, and I'm so glad I got to experience that. It might feel crazy when you're in it. There might be moments where you feel left out in the cold, like you're the only one in the world who knows what you're going through, but you will come out the other side of this. Things will balance out, and you're going to have an incredible time in the end. All of your wishes will come true. I wish you all the best with this, Cancer. If any of you actually do start going through this craziness and you don't have anyone to talk to, feel free to message me and I'll point you in the right direction or give you some advice or pull some cards for you as well. Happy to do private reads. I'm not charging at the moment online. This is just something I'm doing for fun. So if anyone does need some personal advice, feel free to reach out to me. I wish you all the best. Have an amazing November, and I cannot wait to see who you become by the end of this. Best of luck.